Hey gang, thought I'd get you out of your house for a little while. Come and join me in the studio. I have a visitor. I have Chuck with me today, and I'm going to be making a blue-green bead for Steven. Chuck had always asked me to do some beads for him, some butterflies, and I'll post a picture. I kind of did some dumpster diving. Let's see if I can grab my camera and swing it around. And I pulled that out of a dumpster one day, that wire thing, and I thought, man, what a great place to put all my butterflies. Hope that showed up okay. So for Chuck, I'll be making a butterfly here in a little bit, but I'm going to be making a blue-green cremation bead. This one happens to be my mom. Tuck her up there. Alrighty, I've got blue dark transparent and a clear rod, 104. I've got some, I've kind of made a custom mix of blue, light blues, some teal green, stuff like that. Brit. I'm running a minor torch on LP gas and an oxygen concentrator at 5 LPM. So let's get going. I've got a didymium lens here. I forgot yours, sorry. We'll make it better. I always forget my lens. There, you'll be able to see what I'm doing better. Okay, these are brand new cut rods, so I've washed them down with alcohol and water. Just wiped them down with that paper towel. But the cut ends leave a little scum, so the first thing I do, snap, is get this warmed up, and I'm going to pull off that little bit of, I don't know if you can see it on the screen there. There's a little scum spot. We don't want that in the bead. And I've got a jar of water that I just threw that into. I'm going to do the same thing. I've got a brand new blue rod. Get rid of that scum. I was watching TV last night right before I went to bed, and a commercial come on, of course, like all the other commercials right now, which are kind of getting a little annoying to me. I'm sorry, but they are. And it was everybody saying thank you for all the people on the front lines, you know, so that you guys can stay home and be safe. And all of a sudden it dawned on me, it actually brought a tear to my eye, that I'm one of those frontline people. I deliver pharmacy medicine to people at home or at their business. And really kind of touched me. It's like, wait a minute, they're talking about me. The people you know, everybody thinks of nurses and doctors and people like that on the front lines, and but really the people on the real front lines are the grocery store workers, the, you know, home improvement centers. Those people are really putting their lives at risk for y'all. So I know you normally don't tip your grocery workers, but man, they are really working hard right now. It's like my lens is sliding. Hold on. They are, you know, like our deliveries have doubled easily. That we're taking medicine to people. Sorry. Look at my lens here. There we go. Our deliveries have doubled, and I know the people in the grocery stores are just working their tail ends off. So tell them thank you and let them know how much you appreciate them. This is going to pass just like everything else, so sorry, this is my first bead. I got to do a little adjusting here. And I know they say stay home, stay safe. That doesn't mean you can't go outside. Get outside. I took a bunch of pictures when I was doing my deliveries the other day. It was just so pretty out, and the trees and everything are looking so pretty. Get outside. I kind of laugh because, you know, everybody's so freaked out about being able to stay home. I'm jealous, actually. I grew up on a farm, so this is normal to me. We went to town once a week. We went to church, and then we went and got groceries afterwards, and then we spent the rest of the week at home doing farm stuff. So I'm kind of happy everybody can experience what life is really supposed to be like, or could be like. I'm jealous. I've been working really hard. Okay, I just want to get this base bead leveled out a little bit. I'll be switching hands in a second. I'm using my left hand, which is probably the camera hand. Yep. Give me a second, I'll be switching. Okay. Nice base bead. Get it all heated up nice and level. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put some frit on it. Got to get it nice and hot. If I don't get it hot, the glass and the ashes won't stick to it. And then this is what I've got. I've got a little, whoops, where is it? Little tray. There we go. With frit. Is that a better angle? There we go. Oh look, I got a bubble. Let's get that bubble out of there. Take it a sec. I'm going to let that air in the bubble rise to the surface because it was against the mandrel. So I'm just dipping it in the flame, getting that air inside there hot, and it's rising it up. Alrighty. There we go. It's almost to the surface. You see it? Boop. And popped it. And I'm just going to heat it. Hold the I just use the tweezers to close that up a little bit. There we go. It's a big bubble. Roll that back out level. There we go. Alright, get her hot. We had some spring showers this morning and then it started getting sunny. You know what? I'm not liking this. It's created another bubble. Start over. I didn't like that one. Here we go. We do it nice because we do it twice. That bubble is just going to continue to create problems, so I don't want to make a bead that's flawed. Oh no. Good morning. Hey. Hi. Hey, hey, hi. It's hard for me to read. Tiny print on my tablet. I'll go back and follow up after I'm done with this. I will be making a butterfly or two. Okay, back to a base bead. If you want to do, did you hear that crack? That was my rod breaking. So we'll just melt her back together again. There we go. If you're making cremation beads, one little tip, the ashes work better when you're working with a transparent rod versus the opaques. Just a little tip. Alright, I'm just trying to get this all melted in. Sorry, I'm using my left hand. I think you can see it okay. There we go. Get some of those bubbles popped. Just got a message, but I missed it. One more small little bubble in there I'd like to pop out. Looks like it's going to dissolve. It just dissolved itself. Thank you. When I make encased beads, I like to have the ends of them tapered down a little bit. It'll make it a little easier when I encase the whole thing. So it's a little thicker. Alright, now we're ready. Take two. Get this nice and hot. Looks like it's going to rain again. Roll it in my grit, melt it in. I'm going to think I want a little more there. Oh, that's a nice covering. That's what it looks like. It all melted. It'll be really gentle, but you don't break it from the stainless steel mandrel. Okay. That's what it's looking like. It's hard to see. The green is starting to darken. There's light blue, dark blue, teal, etc. in there. Now get it hot. Bring Chuck up here. There we go. Chuck going on to the bead. Chuck was a cool dude. He was one of those people that would be in the room and may or may not say a word. He was just one of those guys you couldn't help but like. Alright, now encasing, which is putting a clear layer around the whole bead. And this you gotta go just slow. And steady. This is the whole art of doing, especially cremation beads. Just getting that encasing done. put this side in. This is pretty. So right now I'm just getting the clear hot and forming the clear. I'm trying to keep the inside as cool as possible. If I get it too hot, it's going to melt and then it will start to bubble. So I want to avoid getting it too hot. A little more evened up over here on this side. There we go. It's turned out nice. So now I'm just shaping it up so it's nice and even all the way around. More right here. Gosh, this turned out pretty. Alright, give me just a second here, and I'll show you. Melt it down. This one looked really nice with just like a leather cord through it. Very oceany. As I'm turning it, I'm also looking to make sure that I don't have any divots or anything in there. Pretty. It'll darken and deepen, but it's got to go in the kiln right now. So, the camera focusing. That's cool. That turned out nice. Into the kiln. Kiln's sitting at 950 degrees. I'll do all of my beads, and then it'll cool down over about overnight, over about 8 hours. And make them so that you can literally drop them and bounce them, and they'll usually not break. So I'm going to do a couple more of those. He's got a red and a yellow one. I'm going to make up some frit here real quick, some custom frit for a red and yellow one. Sounds like cyclone colors, Iowa State. I'll be back in a sec.